Hello, thank you for attending our talk. My name is Mina Yoon. I'm a member of Digital Friends Research Center in Korea University. I'm interested in digital forensics, IoT device forensics, and instance analysis. And today, I will give a presentation about this topic, forensic analysis for AI speaker with display. We focus on the second generation of Amazon Echo Show. This study was supported by IITP in Korea government. Let me introduce our research team. Our team consists of 5 people. All of them are the member of the DFRC in Korea University and consist of 3 masters, 1 research professor, and 1 guidance professor. We have studied digital forensic research on IoT devices. Today's agenda consists of 6 parts. I will explain our research motivation and related work for this study. Also, I will talk about what we did with the forensic analysis of rear and new Echo device and what we've learned from the correlation analysis. Based on this, I will introduce the framework and conclude the presentation. My research motivation is follows. As you know, the worldwide market share of IoT devices is increasing. According to a survey, there will be $657 billion market by 2025. Among them, AI speakers are the highest-selling devices. Around the world, about 30 million units were sold in 2017 and are expected to sell more than 5 times in 2022. There's a slight change in the AI speaker market. If you've been talking to a speaker with only your voice, now you are able to have a richer conversation with display. Many companies have recently released AI speaker with display. Amazon is releasing the Echo Show series and Google is also releasing the Nest series. The same is in the South Korea. The Echo Show was selected because of the high sales among display speakers in the USA. Echo Show not only allows you to use voice commands, but also has a display. So you can make video calls, take photos, and play YouTube videos. Furthermore, the Echo Show with Alexa consists of a huge ecosystem. Previous studies have divided this ecosystem into 3 components: hardware, cloud, client. So far, we organized the research on Amazon Echo family. We divide the 3 approaches: hardware, companion, and cloud-based. The first is a hardware-based approach. Studies of data collection based on hardware approach are as follows. Studies using JTAG and DeepWorkPad were conducted on the first generation of Echo. Also, we tried to apply the ADB method for Echo Show first generation performed in 2019 and the method collected by DeepWorkPad for Echo first generation to Echo Show second generation, but we have some limitation. So we chose the last method, chip-off. The second is a companion client-based approach. In 2017, Chang's research on the Alexa artifact in Android and iOS was conducted, And in 2019, the detailed research on to-do lists or voice commands was conducted by Elge Hart. And finally, in the cloud-based approach, Rusev presents a collection methodology using API. With the idea, Chung developed an API automation tool for Alexa. We collect and analyze each of the three elements that make up the ecosystem of Amazon Echo Show. We used it for about 6 months and collect data with Evolve. And we collect the mobile output using the rooted Galaxy S6 Edge that installed the Alexa application and analyze the cache file to find the Alexa Cloud API. By using URL, we collected cloud data. The collected artifacts were all analyzed in Windows 10 environment and Ubuntu. We tried many ways to collect data from the device. Based on existing research, we tried ADB method and debug path. However, there were some limitations, so we chose to disassemble the product and chip off to obtain data. It has 153 boil size of flash memory. And when we connect to the EasyJT program, we can see that the partition was configured as shown in the picture on the right. Among the different partitions, we could see the artifact left by the Echo Show on the Android data partition. It consists of ext4 file system. Upon rooting the Android smartphone, we can collect more artifacts. For the cloud data, it was collected using an API given the known account information. This API address can be determined by proxy or by using the remaining cache files on the browser. We identify it by using the latter method and confirm to have been changes from the previous study. Also, we found the address where we can check the photos taken by using the device and its camera. We divide the collected artifacts into categories. In these references, it is important to identify a trace of user's behavior. So, we categorize artifacts into 3 categories: account, system, and activity. The account contains information such as the user's name or nickname that user set. The system means the logs left by the system, such as wake-up bot detection and camera trace. It can guess the behavior of the user. Finally, activity includes the artifact that user leave while using an Echo Show, such as watching videos, taking pictures or videos, and using the internet or taking pictures or videos. The Echo Show's data partition is about 8 gigabytes, and it was using Fire OS based on Android 5. So we did the same analysis as the smartphone analysis method. Like smartphone, we could see the nickname and profile photos used in the setting in account database and XML. And the system log, there were traces of wake-up word detection and camera uses. The trace was recorded for about a month. There were three major interesting traces of direct user behavior. The Echo Show offers a browser that allows you to browse the internet like a tablet PC. The browser offers a Silk browser or Chrome browser, which we can analyze to find out email contents and internet browsing history. In addition, music video of various songs can be viewed through voice commands, which remains as a cache file, and it can be identified by the reassembling process. Finally, it's a camera trainer on the Echo Show. Unfortunately, there were no photos left in the Echo Show. I think once the photos were saved in the cloud successfully, its estimate is to be deleted. However, the photo database was able to determine the date for the photos and the identifiable .id in the cloud. Smartphone artifacts are the same as previous studies. Your smartphone will know the email address and name you used to log in. You can also see a list of cache files and skills installed in XML. Just like previous studies, there was a history of conversation with the device in the database. The Echo Show with a display also shows a picture file related to the voice commanded to the user, and this trace remains as a cache file. The cloud data was similar to previous research in 2017. The API address of the photo function when the display was mounted in the AI speaker is as follows. In addition, the new or different address or additional artifact found in cloud were organized in the paper as the appendix. The same type of artifacts may be stored equally in several devices, but the same type of artifact may be distributed and stored like a piece of puzzles. So we gathered some information that we got from different sources, just like putting together puzzles. And we found some information. We represent them UC, UI, UB, user credential, user behavior, user interest. With an Echo Show, users can surf the internet browser or download additional skills. Naturally, a margin account information is likely to remain in the Echo Show when a user logs in through the browser. With a simple proof of concept script, we were able to get an ID and password for a margin account that could access the Alexa cloud. Unfortunately, there are no traces of photos left on the Echo Show, but we can collect the photos we took on Alexa cloud. We can create a URL that can access photos by using the node ID in the photo-related database. Also, using node ID and API URL, we can see the trace of deleting photos. In order to use AI Speaker, you just should use companion devices. In smartphones, devices are classified using card ID and this card ID can be found in the configuration file of EchoShow. By combining this information, we can identify the specific device connected to the smartphone. EchoShow replied to user voice commander with pictures. The cache file for shopping items remains on the EchoShow, and the cache file for conversation remains on the smartphone. By combining the cache file with the conversation history remaining in the cloud, we can guess the what command that user gave to Echo and what information they received, as shown in the picture below. This is a visualization of the information we can get from multiple devices. In order to investigate the EchoShow, data related to device itself, companion device, and cloud can be saved. So we propose an integrated framework for collecting and analyzing data at the hardware, software, and cloud levels. This is a general framework that can be applied when conducting research in other IoT device-centric environments. The three different sources can be used as complementary sources in digital investigation. In order to investigate the EchoShow, data related to the device itself, companion device, and cloud can be saved. So we propose an integrated framework for collecting and analyzing data at the hardware, software, and cloud levels. This is a general framework that can be applied when conducting research in other IoT device-centric environments. The three different sources can be used as complementary sources in digital investigations, especially if the device is investigated. It may be possible to gain access to cloud with the credential information in the speaker. Previous studies have accessed the cloud by obtaining user information through a smartphone, PC, or other route. We explored the possibility that information obtained through device analysis could be a new key to cloud access. To conclude this presentation, IoT devices and users are generating a lot of data. I think this data can be used importantly in digital evidence. Especially in the case of the AI speaker with display, we believe that it will be more evidence because of mutual communication using the display. The study conducted a digital analysis of the new device EchoShow. We associate evidence from three sources to provide clues to guess user behavior. And also, we believe that the methodology used here will be similarly applied to other smart speakers. And our future work is to perform forensic analysis on other display like Google Nest Hub or other display type devices. Thank you for listening my presentation.